the Bulldozer Matt Tremont, the 8-time Deathmatch Tournament winner, the former 2-time world champion, the owner of H2O Wrestling. And if there is one podcast to listen to, that is the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get ultraviolet, motherfuckers.
And good evening once again, fans. You're listening to the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. They're more than welcome to come on too anytime they want to come on.
Oh man, those girls pop good like this.
Alright. It's a budget thing. Let's see what he's up to.
Thank you, man, and thank you for giving me the time.
Tune in right now. And good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. It's Friday night. It's going to be no holds barred. You name it, we're going to go into it all tonight. We're just going to have a good old time with wrestling talk tonight. My guest, ring announcer for Magic Pro Wrestling, and also Titan Championship Wrestling and Goddesses of War, ladies and gentlemen, Shane Fair. How are you, my friend?
What's going on, man? I don't mean to put you on a spot, but I never did Goddesses yet. You know, I'm hoping to work with Titan, bro.
Yes, you know. I know.
I love those guys. I love Bill, and
we love the gang. Yes, we all love the
brother.
gang. You know, we need to get back there. It's I'm craving it. It's like, let's get going. You know, it's the time of the year again. You know, we need to bridge these guys and show who's out there. You know, like we've killed it in the past. You know.
Oh hell yeah, man! Spring's here, man. You know, you want to get out to shows. You want to get out to events, man. And,
yeah,
they're materializing slowly but surely.
They are, and Magic, you know, and also Black Magic is also, you know, Magic Wrestling as well.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, we've been going all through the pandemic. No matter what, if it was at GTS, we filmed and we weren't able to get a ring, so you know, that was awesome of Dave to help us out when we needed it, man. So shout out to Dave for sure, man. He took care of us and gave us a ring, you know, during the summer, and keep surviving through the pandemic, man. Whether it's tapings, now we got the audience back a little bit by little, so that's cool, man.
And you got Billy, you got Jim Baxter on commentary doing his thing, and
he's amazing.
He's a good dude for he's just all around cool. He's got it down packed. I remember me and him, we all goofed around one time doing a podcast. Me, him, and Scotty one time. We were like, we should try to do podcasting. You know, everybody get involved.
Right.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, he spoke very highly of you when he knew that I was going to be on the podcast. He spoke very highly of you. He's amazing on commentary. He's really underrated because you know, you don't see him so many places aside from Magic. I know he worked with Scotty. With Billy Dixon's thing that he had going on over the summer and such, but he's awesome.
And down in VOW in Virginia, you know, which was
right.
Which is another cool event that really took a, you know, it's ultra violence at its best, you know, like it was just like great times, good times, you know. I would just wish it was back and running, but you never know, because they actually were the ones helping out also do what do you call it, the Black Label the Black Craft Wrestling as well. They were he was a big part of that, the owner of that, you know. But yeah, good stuff, man. But now it's like, here we are, you know, we doing our thing, you know, we all do our thing by watching wrestling, support wrestling, you know, being a part of it. You know, absolutely.
We, you know, it's addictive on any level, whether you're a fan, whether you're, you know, announcing in the ring or your podcast, you know, can't get enough of it. It's not, there's like a driving force behind it that just compels you. You have to participate. You have to create.
And then that's what made you get into wanting to be an announcer? What actually threw your idea in the hat? Like, oh, I could do this. It's so easy, you know.
You know, I kind of pondered, like I had to get involved. Like I said, like you get compelled, and you know you want to participate. There becomes that level where it's just like it's your calling. You have to be involved with it somehow. You know how you felt when you started the podcast. You know, and I kind of took a inventory of as to where my place would be. And I've always been into voice acting and always been into stuff like that. So I figured, announcing is really what I wanted to do. The opportunity presented itself, and it just snowballed, man. It's like snowballed in the best way. I love it, man. It got me off my ass, and I was sitting in my room for months, man. I didn't want to do anything. I just I was depressed over like an ex-girlfriend. Like, I didn't even want to leave the house.
I know.
You get me?
Yep. The old scenarios. Yep.
Wrestling got me off my ass. It got me out of the house. It gave me a reason, to leave the house every weekend.
I mean,
so
like growing up,
ever thankful for that, man.
So what got you into wrestling as a kid? What was your first experience every Saturday morning, or watch it with pops or grandma?
Exactly.
Or dad?
You nailed it. You nailed it, man. It was early at the times like AWA, NWA, like Road Warriors, Gagne, stuff like that. And then of course WWF. And my father really facilitated it, man. He'd buy me the magazines, he'd take me to live events. He was at the time he's a school teacher, retired school teacher, but on the weekends he was doing security for Ticketmaster. So it was like a little side gig that he had. And being at it was like the 80s, 90s, like ticket scalping was the thing. So you'd always have first crack at everything. And he would carry around that little, before it was chic, the little butt bag filled with tickets, and like he'd have every concert, everything. So he would always get us prime seats to wrestling events.
Oh man, that was like a score, huh? That was pretty.
Oh hell yeah, man!
You can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Those Remco AWA figures when I was a kid with like the
God, yeah,
brother. I don't want to date myself, but the posts were wooden and on the ring, like like the toy ring had wooden posts.
Yeah, as a collector and stuff, it's amazing. Like nowadays, what they have, it's so oh my God.
Do you ever feel like sometimes like you wish you were born like this generation so you could have just played with the toys of now, or do you like the toys that you have?
But you know what? The funny thing is now I want to collect those AEW figures. I want to collect those. God. I don't have any. I gotta get those. I gotta start,
Same thing. I wanted to get, I just wanted to see what they had. So I went to a Walmart over in Bayonne. Yeah. And the shelves may as well have just been pegboard. There was just nothing. It was just a vast emptiness. Like I had the arrogance of thinking that you walk in and could just find AEW figures on the shelf, apparently. But that's not happening, man.
No. But you probably find them somewhere. We could find them.
Right. Yeah. Eventually. I mean, the idea is to make money with these damn things and have them available to some degree now.
Yeah. I mean, Joey already has a custom figure of him already on toyfinds.com or something.
Oh, wow.
Toycollectibles.com or whatever that place. That's unreal.
Do you see the Chase editions? I think like there's an MJF figure that I saw upwards like $600-$700. The Cody's like $1,000, man. And these things are like one of 500 and one of 1,000. So it's like in a scheme of things, that's not completely rare. I mean, 10 per state, that sounds a little.
But like we look back at the wrestlers, like the rubber figures, like those are the original. Look the price now. Like this is not the. It's like they really came a long way now with figures and just the way.
Those old ones, they look like they went through a war though. You can never find a good LJN figure that. Those big rubber figures, they look like dog toys. So I think dogs really responded to those things back in the day. Like they were just like challenging your dog in this pose.
Yeah. And then take it out of your hands and rip it. Yeah, chew it up. And
You know what the worst one I had was the Coco Beware one, right? So that was the first pick I had. I went into the store, had the whole there was a place down the block. They had like a 30-foot section of all these figures. I looked through all of them, and I had to have the Coco Beware one for some reason. And the stupid figure is like this. He's got like his hand out for Frankie to sit on there. So, if you're playing with the figure, all you can really make him do is like smack the other figure. That was his go-to move, I guess.
Yeah, it was. KB Toy Stores. I used to go to KB.
I love KB.
Or Toys R Us was like the go-to places, I think, really back in the, really when we were kids,
Oh, hell yeah. We had Lionel Kitty City, too. That was another one, man.
Mm-hmm. but now we got flea markets and this and that, and places to go and find shit.
Yeah, man. Now we could pay like quadruple the price to reconnect with our childhood.
Yeah, reconnected. I don't even have a gold belt. I don't even have a belt with my logo. That's coming down the line eventually.
See, I had that foam one when I was
yes,
like that, the one out of the catalog. That I love that thing. Man.
Oh yeah, the WWF.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Funny thing is, I actually found like 3 or 4 belts in the garbage because I'm a garbage man by day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I found figures too. I found some whole bunch of like crap.
Oh, I bet you do. Oh man.
But the coolest thing I have in my collection, I wish I could bring it upstairs right now, but I have a chair from SummerSlam with Mick Foley on it. One of those thick cushion ones. Like
those VIP chairs or something. Yeah,
It was I guess our my metal guy was helping. He's like, hey, I got something from this guy that had it in his garage. You want it? Yeah, I'll take it. It was beat up.
Oh man,
mm-hmm.
That's a sweet pickup. Those things are beautiful.
They are. Yeah, try walking home or try carrying 2 on a bus for what ECW's one night stand 2 in the city. I was like, oh, this is pain in the ass. What am I? I bubbled wrapped the shit out of them.
All smart, yeah, man. Yeah, those things like you said, it's kind of like that foam kind of cushion. Like you wear jeans with like a rivet in it, just anything, and that thing's punctured or it's sensitive to that. So
Mm-hmm. So if
anybody and Mick Foley signed that SummerSlam one?
No, it wasn't signed. It was.
Okay.
Mick Foley on it. Mick Foley on it.
Graphics beautiful on those too.
I know, right? But just the wear and tear, looks pretty cool as a collector piece, But what do you collect? What's your favorite kind of go-to collection for like wrestling? Of course, we all like too many autographs. I know we have too many damn autographs in our collection.
I know. Got like a binder full, and it's like the wall spaces. As you can see, man, it's like I have no wall space left. It's
right.
But I'm an autograph fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Funko Pops. I'm not a collector.
No.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, that wasn't like I don't know why. Just like
I never got the point when they don't look anything like. There's no I mean, I understand it's like a caricature. It's not supposed to be realism, but they don't resemble the characters at all. So I never really saw the point.
So what were you going to say? Autographs?
Autograph cards. I kind of like Topps. Yeah. I don't like cards that were, quote unquote, signed in person. Like I want that Topps. I'd rather get the Topps seal or that limited edition card. I've always loved Topps. I actually ordered Topps cards coming in with visual that from the last Pro Wrestling Magic, the Roaring 20s. There was a picture that was like in 20s garb. So I got a card printed out. Topps
sweet.
Card. It's coming in, I think tomorrow. Selling them I have 20 of them coming in, selling them $5 each, and I'm going to give $100 to a charity. I haven't quite picked it out yet, and I'm going to yourself how charities go with sometimes the money doesn't get there, so I'm going to make sure I post everything, post the receipts, make sure everybody knows that it made.
Well, I'll help you support that by so.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, so
yeah,
just an idea I had, and 20 of them, just going to sign them out, and then trying to think. I don't want to name the charities because then it's like if I don't go with that charity, I don't know. But
yeah.
I don't want to go with like one of those charities where the money just goes to them making a commercial. Like I want to make sure that the money goes. Not a lot of money. It's $100, so I want to make sure that $100 actually makes a difference, some degree.
Well, if everybody's listening tonight, please. Help donate.
Thank you. Yeah, they're only $5 each, and now I'm gonna have them $2. It's like 2 days from now. I think I'm gonna. Looks like the UPS tracker has them coming tomorrow.
There you go. UPS always a pain in the ass. I hate.
Yeah, I don't know. You like me when you get that tracking number, you just obsessively just keep tracking, and it's like, what's taking it so long over in
Yeah,
one of the
I know
hubs or something.
It's like a GCW order. You get,
I can imagine.
Oh, dude, I always ask Brett, "Where's my stuff?" I haven't got I still don't have a tracking, but I'll be patient and wait.
That's all exactly.
or an IC dub or whatever. I don't know, just all these
Hell yeah, man.
our merchandise that we have to buy, of course, as a fan.
I know. Oh, yeah. It's like
I could doesn't
you
stop.
feel that you have that feeling like if you miss out on it, it's going to be the end of the world. Like, how am I ever going to get this?
Yeah, and I'm looking online and I'm seeing like now ICW has like this site where people's posting and asking for like items. I'm like, nope, I have stuff. I'm not giving it away. I'm not selling it.
Oh, right.
They like
Yeah, I was kind
pizza
of
cutter.
interested in those chase cards out of that new ICW set. It looks like I think it's 1992 Fleer baseball or 91
Right.
Fleer baseball. I'm drawing a blank, but like they used that same design from back then. I love that design, man.
Yeah, Mittens has his own card. Shout out to him.
I don't know how I feel about that. But nah, I'm like,
I know.
red.
I know.
All the work
Well,
he puts in.
No, Larry has it. Everybody has one. It's great. It's great.
ICW babies in the set. Chad's son.
Yeah, good old Chad. The kids. But
Love
they
Chad.
got
We're working together in June for that Boardwalk Buds event down in the Showboat in Atlantic City. 3-day convention. Also going to be with ICW, No Holds Barred, Pit Fighter.
So much wrestling. Yeah, so much stuff going on that weekend. I wish I might I might try. I don't know. I'm debating. I don't know.
I hope you do. It's all sorts of stuff available. They have like discounted room rates, and I'm hosting karaoke with Riley Madison, which I can't wait for.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you drink though. Make sure you drink.
I got but 3 days, my voice is going to be destroyed. If I announce two nights in a row, like back-to-back nights, like after that night, man, I need like my throat needs an ice bath. So for 3 days and a karaoke thing, I'm worried about myself. But
well, can you imagine like being like KG and was it MLJ when they did the 24 hours?
24 hours. Oh my god, I couldn't. I don't think I could do that.
Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy watching that? Did you catch that at all or not?
I did. I saw parts of it and everything, but the Jordan Oliver was amazing.
Then I had my hour at midnight with Jimmy Lloyd. I did the whole hour I did my whole deathmatch wrestle hour. I know it was perfect. It was pretty good. The whole setup
went so well, man. And then the Jordan Oliver record breaker, man.
Versus Tony. Gosh, man,
amazing. How was that match in person? Like at any point did you get bored, or were you really into it?
I was watching it. I kept on watching.
That's awesome.
It was just a great. I wish I was there, but we weren't there. But it was amazing. But then last week, my God, right after right before AEW's Dark, we had Moxley versus Davey Boy Smith at No Holds Barred at the Bloodsport.
Oh, right. Oh, Josh Burnett, right?
Yeah, Josh Burnett's thing, dude. Good match right there. If you caught that, I don't know if you did or not. That card.
No, that I did not.
Catch the card, replay, go watch it. It was a good card. There's some Jeff Cobb and just everybody looked good. There's some new guys in there. One of the Highlanders, original Highlander, I think.
Oh, cool.
So, I know. It's like, wow. I had his brother on, I think. That was pretty wild.
Oh, it's like headed down to the H2O building tomorrow for Star Pro.
Nice.
Yeah, usually out of Pennsylvania, but with everything going on, that was awesome that they gave my home at the H2O building. So
that's our home. I know. I miss going there. I haven't been.
I know you do, man. I can imagine.
I'm just saving, man. I'm just waiting. Till I feel I'm ready. I'm working, but I just want to go when I'm ready to go. Right. My friends are in Florida right now. I'm like, damn it, I wish I was there. Newport Richie. Everybody's
that is where everybody is right now. Okay.
Yeah. I think Lynette and what's his name? They're heading down there. took a rental car.
Wow, that's got to be fun though, man. That's the way to do it.
It is. But I think at ICP or ICW they do, which I think the trick is to rent a house out. Like rent a house for the weekend, like
B&B type thing. I mean,
Airbnb. Yeah. That's what I would do if I was,
So much cheaper, man.
It really is because you can have friends go into it and just be like, all right, $100 here, $100 there, shit. You know,
As long as you got a crew that you could trust, that's not gonna punch holes in the drywall and shit.
Yeah, right. Been there, done that. No kidding.
For real, hell yeah, that's what the show is all about, right?
Yeah. But back to wrestling, man. What's catching your eye now? Now AEW is like, actually we're getting, was it March 7th? March 9th or something, 7th or 8th or 9th, barbed wire death match. What do you think of that? Moxley versus Omega. Ooh.
It's nice that it's finally, I don't even want to say it like that, but it's in the mainstream again. But it's nice that it's in the lexicon of wrestling again. It's been a while. It's refreshing, man. Mm-hmm. I think fans have only been seeing so many sides to the picture. Now it's like they get a whole different perspective, man. I like seeing it come to the mainstream. I like seeing it come to the forefront again.
Did you did you watch this past week's AEW? I'm still catching up on it.
I haven't, man. I've been like a sleep coma, I think, pretty much all week.
Watch the promo for the was good. Moxley sat down on a chair describing the thirst for the barbed wire. Like he's ready for that.
Man. I can imagine what a great promo that must be.
It was. Watch it. Definitely catch up on watch it. This is a perfect week for that. Yeah. But seeing all our friends, man, we're seeing guys that we know how to see it. It's amazing. They're doing good, you know?
It's so cool. I think Isaiah Cassidy had that picture the other day where Matt was, had his arm kind of like presenting him while he was on the corner, man, like standing up on the turnbuckle, like giving him cock of the walk, man. That was such a cool pick. And I know as much as Isaiah admires him, to see a pick like that, that come full circle where when your idol is presenting you.
Yeah, amazing. And it's just to see in Casey Navarro, all our buddies are just doing good. Casey Navarro's, they're all doing good.
That's right, Gibkey, man, they're all up there.
They really are. It's like, opportunity. Even the females. Look at the females. We have Layla Hirsch.
Layla Hirsch, right?
Do you remember when she was just a security guard for Combat Zone? I remember going to the Combat Zone when she was just a ring security, and then she did Dojo and moved on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Battle Club. Up here in New York, and love Layla.
And when she went to Germany or UK, my God, she killed it. It
was like the coup de grace, like the cherry on top too. It was she came back.
And then just like Skylar Moore and Skylar Moore and Lady Frost. My gosh, look at that! Like these ladies deserve the best, and they're gonna get it.
I like seeing it happen out of this area too. It reminds everybody that you're just a step away.
Mm-hmm. And cool
like you said, like with Casey Navarro and these guys, it's not just like for like a cup of tea, as they say, like just come up and job out or something. These guys are there week after week now, so their presence is for sure. It's certain that they're on that next level.
And with all this respect of Tony Khan letting the guys go and do shows is absolutely that's awesome though. You know what I mean? They let them go to do their own things, let them go to a show and show who they are, like Joey.
Meanwhile, you have other organizations that won't let you do a podcast, so what a contrast, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Vince McMahon or whatever. Now I'm sure you saw it. Big Show's now going to be a part.
Right. Have you seen the memes over the last few days with the?
No.
Oh, just an endless cycle of these memes showing lukewarm Steve Willie, the different names under legalities and these fictitious signings. I saw Betty White was one of the.
It doesn't end. It's funny though. Whatever. It's like the.
So whenever I see memes. those AEW, such and such is now AEW. We always got to fact check it because half of them are memes. Amazing.
I always put myself in there once in a while. I put myself.
Ooh, there you go. Sweet with those graphics, by the way.
Yeah. Which ones are these? Yeah. Always
man.
Yeah. The posters always catch the posters. You know what? The trick is you'll match up your guess with what they're wearing. Like that's the trick. People don't think That's how I do it. Like the gear, like if you look at like a poster and you see the guy in a blue and a green shirt, I'll go on Google and just search the image, just like in my head.
Oh, cool.
That's the way to do it, right? And then,
match the you, right, man?
Like I did for you. That was pretty cool,
Well, I was very pumped, man. Appreciate that.
Oh, thanks for the tally guy too.
Yeah, man. A little subtle reference there, exactly.
It's like that was great. Yeah, I found audio text to speech. I'm like, all right, this is something different to catch people's attention. I want something different,
Oh, very, very cool.
But when it says live, it goes leave. I don't want that. So I just delete it. That's why people don't know. I just deleted that. I tried.
I had this cordless phone. That way when someone would call, like Mike Smith, like it would always just say the first and last name. And if it was like a business number, oftentimes it would say the city, be like Elmhurst, New York.
Yeah.
And we would get calls for some reason, like every day from Jamaica, Queens. And I swear to God, this little robotic, it was like a shitty V-Link phone or something, and it would ring and go Jamaica. And it was like in its little robotic voice, it had like a little patois, like accent. I was like, what the f-? Like the phone would literally just Jamaica. It's like, wow, that's interesting. So,
that is so annoying
nowadays. I don't know why.
I just don't even bother picking up the phone anymore.
No, the house line is dead to me.
Yeah, but they still call us on our fucking phones.
For sure, man. No good news comes over the phone or through the front door, man, or at the front door, I should say.
Let me ask you this, Shane. All right. This is like fun stuff. This is like a fun thing that I've been throwing around lately.
All right.
Have you watched the Cobra Kai series?
I watched it. Man, I'm sad to say I'm a Hulu guy. I gotta end. I gotta break the chain, but I watched a few episodes and I loved it. Like I really didn't get that far into it, I have to admit.
But if you were to pick wrestlers as the roles of the characters, who would it be? And that's what I've been doing. Isn't that pretty cool? Like, yeah,
it is.
It's like a challenge. It's like, who could be like Daniel? Who could be Johnny? Who could be the sensei?
It's tough to choose because these guys, like, they're their arc has changed.
You could do old school. You could do new school. Yeah. See, like you could do like Mr. Miyagi as Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji, that seems to be the most obvious, right? I don't think you could do anything else but that, right? That has to be him.
Johnny would be Randy Orton or John Moxley, or
maybe Shawn Michaels, like a Rockers era like a post Rockers era Shawn Michaels for Terry Silver, like from Part 3. Was that his name? Silver. I love that guy. It was like my favorite character.
Right. Yeah, and then he had like
the Elizabeth Shue role. Give me that one, man. What would your Elizabeth Shue because that seems to be a tough one.
Which one for
Part 1? Was that who it was? Was it Elizabeth Shue? I want to say.
Oh, the girlfriend of Danny's,
right?
I want to say like I don't know. She could be like a Britt Baker. I don't know. That's
like, a good. Yeah. Okay. See, the Johnny one's tough because, like, when you grew up, Johnny was the villain, and then as time went on, and you had that YouTube clip that explained that the role, that kind of took that different approach where it said that, wow, Daniel was the villain the whole time, and when they presented that case, it was like, shit, they're right, man, he really was. Okay,
here's one. Who was Danny's? Who would be the Chinese girl or Japanese girl? Who would be that girlfriend?
Right.
I said
I don't know.
I said Su Young. I said Su Young.
Oh shit! That would be...
right? Why not?
How about Sato? I always loved Sato's voice. He was my favorite in Part 2. The ice scene in the bar.
Okay, who would that guy be? Ooh.
Oh shit! Okay, because now you've eliminated Fuji, so
yeah.
Maybe Great Muda, man. Maybe Kijimoto. Maybe Great Muda.
Cody? No. People said Cody.
Really? I would keep. I would like to keep that that role Asian specific, man, because who else could play Sato and have that voice, man?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, who would be the sensei? Who would be the sensei?
Oh, okay, right.
The other the regular sensei, the original.
Great. Who has that pug face, man? You got to have that bulldog pug face, because that was like the key to that.
Cody? No.
Could be
Cody or Jericho.
Ooh, Jericho, right? He has the funk to play a character like that, so maybe. Who are we leaving out though? That boring girlfriend in part 3 that just like the whole purpose was to get disgusted with him and move. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a weird character in part 3.
It was. I don't know who. I can't think of who she could. Maybe like what I said. Oh, we said Brit for the other one. How about like Sasha not a Sasha Banks. or, what's the other girl? Bailey. We could do a Bailey. Throw Bailey on.
That'll work.
So she's a single girl again, right? I think. I don't know. Right.
Right. Oh, that was big news.
I know, right? Just thinking back, like I remember when she was like wrestling at the little shitty Cardi show, you know?
Oh man.
God. Now she's doing good. I'm glad. Now there's a new cycle of teams coming in, man. You know, there's so many guys on this roster now. It's like, wow. I don't know. I used to like W, but I stopped. You know what I mean? Like you want to keep watching, but then that gets dead. You know, because like AEW catches your. It's like, you know, you want to switch from one show. You know,
it really doesn't. Like a lot of guys get lost in the roster. That, like, you know, if you have that you know, mid card favorite, there might be weeks go by that you don't see them. Whereas in AEW, you have Dark, and you know, the new show coming on as well. So
right.
You're gonna have like 3 shows. Plenty of time. I mean, plenty of content for the talent to be exposed. So.
Mm-hmm. You're right. What's your what movies are you into now? What are you catching? I have not catched a good movie in quite a while.
Oh man, I am like such a cinephile. Like I love going back to like I'm a big like Paul Thomas Anderson fan, big Kubrick fan, like Michel Gondry, like guys like this, Ingmar Bergman, and I'll go back to a lot of these movies. Like I'm a like Criterion Collection nerd, so I'll watch like a lot of art house type stuff, and you know, I love David Lynch. You know, I'm like, you know, and I'm such a shitty elitist. Like, you know, when people talk about Marvel, I'm like, oh, like God forbid.
Oh no, Marvel. Yeah.
MCU. I'm just, you know what it is? I'm just sick of every single movie is comic based. It's like there's got to be other topics, man.
There will be something's coming. You know, we don't even know. Who knows?
So.
Well, Godzilla, right? That's about. But no, that was really just. Was that based off? No, that was really back in the 80s, right, or mid 90s, or whatever it was. Black and white, right?
Right, man.
I mean, I remember first watching that as a kid. Godzilla.
I worked in some like non-sports card store like for a couple of years in Jersey. They're out one flea market, and all they played was Godzilla movies. I had no idea how many there were until you know. But now, like they have like the Criterion Collection. I know Scotty Cerriti and I talked about that a lot. That was definitely they have like all of the films restored together in the Criterion Collection, like most of them anyway.
Right. But you know, not much action movie out there. Nothing really, you know, not catching our eyes right now. You know,
no, and like, you know, not being able to see films in the theater, like certain films, like the whole purpose is to see them in a theater, and like they in their grandeur and IMAX and you know, full surround sound, and not being able to have that, it's just not the same, man.
No, I'm on Pluto TV now. I'm hooked on that, man.
Oh, really? What's that about? I'm totally good,
dude. Oh, download Pluto free. It's free.
Okay,
dude. They got wrestling, dude. They got like not AEW, but like Defy Wrestling. They got Defy.
Oh wow.
They have a whole section. Ring of Honor has a thing on Stadium, like they'll show matches from like Impact with the old stuff, like the original, like the 6-sided and AJ and like
TNA type.
you have to check it out. But all the old movies and this and that and whatever. It's
that's
time.
cool. Pluto TV. All right.
Pluto TV, yeah, they got their own spread out sports. It's like,
and it's good to go. It's legit. I'm not going to have like the Men in Black knocking on my door, like as soon as I.
No. I just signed up on my iPhone. I was like, oh, this is easy. Hey,
shit.
I just clicked right on it. And
I got to check that out.
Huh? Yeah, we need more, but now we need Mob TV to hook us up with some more channels. More Titans. We need. Let's talk some Titan. We got to get some Titan going again. I don't know when. I think they're in the works pretty soon to be saying some stuff. Hopefully.
I hope so, man. I like Charlie and Billy a lot, and Anthony, I love.
Yeah, they're all great.
Anthony's the sleeper, man. That guy's the coolest guy in the world, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we said, we've had some killer couple shows recently. And
that's cool.
It's just gonna be. We're just ready, man. We are ready. What do you got for me? You got anything for me? I like this is cool. Random shit. Ask me anything too. Don't feel free. As the guest.
Well, what do you miss? Like, what are you missing? Like the one thing from like this pandemic era wrestling. What's the one thing or ingredient or a thing that you're able to do at a show? Like, what's the thing that you need back like the most?
Just want to be there. I just want to be with everybody. Want to hang out.
Man.
Just do the whole. Get shit faced and have a good time, or just have fun. Just have a good time. Just being there and seeing everybody, all the people that are, all the guys on the card, just watching them.
I miss that Asbury venue, man. That Asbury Park Theater.
I was just talking to a wrestler about that. Actually, at one of the Titan guys, PJ Savage, and I was saying, going to Asbury, I remember Brett needed help setting up the ring for that show, and I had to carry it down the stairs.
Right, it's like almost like a fire escape, right? The stairs.
Yeah, it was a heavy ring. Yeah, and I was like, that brought you back to like when people never realized, like Ring of Honor back in like the Hammerstein ballroom days. The Hammerstein, or that was staircases, and they would actually carry down the staircases.
When ECW used to run in Queens, like you talk about the fire escape, they used to have to bring the ring up the fire escape at the old Queens Elks Lodge. Yeah, it was like three stories up, like 3 flights up rather, So that would be stories. But yeah, they used to have to bring it up. Imagine that.
God, like they probably
that place was a madhouse. That was the best place to see an event. Like I still love the Queens Elks Lodge next door. Like I've never been there. Never been there. People hate it, man, but I love it. You know what? The one thing that's weird about it that you see there that you don't see at any other place is it has a bar connected to it, right? So after the events, the fans and the wrestlers and everybody else all kind of mixed together, bro. That is like a bad alchemy. Some nights is like so much dumb shit happens after the events and like fights and this and that.
Oh, really?
Because just like these elements never mix, like. And they have these things. They're called Blue Long Island, like Blue Long Island iced tea. So it's like a blue drink. It's like blue curacao and all this other stuff. And my friend Richard Ruiz calls it the sleeper, right? Because if you have 2 of these, like they taste like candy. And once you have the second one, then your night is And bro, like I am so against drunk driving. I am so against like even having a buzz drive. And I don't drive if I drink it all, let alone had a buzz. And one night I had like two or three of those stupid things, like very, very irresponsibly. My car was parked 3 blocks away, and I got to the car. God. I was like, I am not operating this freaking vehicle. So I just I stayed for so this is what goes on at the Queen's Elks Lodge. It's not a good alchemy, man. It's a bad mix.
No, that sounds like an old like just going to wrestling, and that's all I do is just drink. And
right, exactly. I don't promote that, if anybody's.
But I'd rather just go to Atlantic City where we can play a little slot machine or gamble and just go to the bar. It's beautiful. I know it is. It is. Now we have one less casino building there, right?
That's right. Another Trump building hits the ground.
Yeah.
I miss that '90s splendor of Atlantic City, man. Like that, when all those casinos. I went there one night with a friend of mine randomly. I think we stayed at Caesars, and I was pretty young, like maybe like 18, 19. And we walked the boardwalk, and whatever I would guess it's. I want to say Miss America, but I don't know that Miss America
Yeah.
was in Atlantic City I thought that was out maybe in Atlantic City or something. But
Right.
all the pageant contestants were there with their state sashes, like walking around the boardwalk. It was like just the most beautiful, radiant women in like the entire country just flooded on the boardwalk for this pageant. And it was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
that's a nice memory of Atlantic City, at least.
I'll tell you what, man. As a kid, I went to WrestleMania 5. I actually was there for WrestleMania 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
my story. I always tell my story about me and my dad. My dad got tickets for me for, Christmas or whatever it was, and so he surprised me. I was like,
oh, that's sweet.
Nosebleed seats.
And my ticket scalping father couldn't come through. Damn it!
Yeah, nosebleed seats sitting 5, actually right by the commentary table, like 5 rows away from Jesse the Body and Gorilla Monsoon. Dude,
oh, that's so cool, man.
Holding the old fluorescent Mega Power sign too, like I was so, yeah.
Right.
To hear the thump of the ring from my God, it was just,
Right. That's one of the first things sensory things that you really get as a kid is that thump of the ring. You kind of almost ask yourself, like, can I make it through this whole night listening to how loud that is? It's like so shocking.
Because WWF back in the day, they would put the microphone by the ring.
Yep, you bet.
But under the ring, so you do get that, sound of the mat. But yeah,
bro,
now
the story
it's all,
I always tell is there's a high school right down the block, Farrell High School. So you can look this up on like cagematch.net.
But wait.
Oh, yes. I didn't mean to interrupt. What you got there?
WrestleMania 5
sick.
But I had Shawn Michaels. I had Marty Jannetty sign it at the Brick Show. At that NWA. That Cardi shit. Whatever. But
Cardi shit.
Cardi shit. Yes. Go ahead. Finish our story. Yeah.
There's a school down the block, Farrell High School, and it's I think it was 1988. You could check it on cagematch.net. I did recently. There was a match for Steve Lombardi, right, against this kid that nobody had really heard of at the time. So he comes running out, the high school gym, man. This thing is, it's got to be like 100 by 100. It's not the biggest place at all, man. Right. And this kid comes running out, and he's shaking the ropes, and he's got shit hanging off his arms, and everybody's like laughing. They're like, "What the hell is this? What's this guy? He's shaking the ropes." So, long story short, it's the Ultimate Warrior. This is when they put him in like house shows when he just come from being Dingo Warrior down south and such like that. Yeah. So they had him against Steve Lombardi, who like the company obviously trusted to work with these guys and everything. And I just remember that everybody laughed. They thought that the scuttlebutt amongst the crowd was that this kid went to the high school, that he was one of the high school kids, and they let him wrestle. So there was like nobody under, like a guy could be that big in high school. Like, this guy, even at that age, he was, oh, look at that. Wes.
I know. I'm not even, Wes checking in. Hey, Wes.
Wes and Kyle are Pro Wrestling Magic fans. 2 awesome guys, man. Cool. And Kyle just made the honor roll. So we love our Pro Wrestling Magic family. I know he just made the honor roll at school. And I have something for you, Kyle. I forgot to mention. I'm making a little care pack for you with some of my merch. Oh, not that merch. That's desirable, but it's my way of congratulating you on your honor roll, bro. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Speaking of father and son, these guys are father and son, man. So this is like, I see them in the crowd, and it reminds me of my father and I. And my father actually comes to watch me. Like, my father's in the crowd all the time. So it's so cool that, it was the cool, bro. It's a weird story. I never even told anybody. It was Demolition was at Warriors of Wrestling. We're at St. Finbar. So my father and I love Demolition, and we saw them at SummerSlam '89 together, front row. So my father and I, that was one of the teams, like the Road Warriors, that we connected over. We love them. So I got a picture, with Demolition. Like, like I try not to be that guy, the announcer getting pictures during the show or anything, but I couldn't resist. I love Demolition.
No,
Got a
you can
picture
never.
with them. They were like, they showered me with compliments. They said like the nicest shit about my announcing and everything. So it's like the most surreal moment, bro. I'm sitting there like my father, who I went to in like the late '80s to go see these guys, is complimenting me while my father's watching me in a ring, bro. It was like, like the greatest feeling you could ever have, man. So this is the shit that wrestling gives you constantly, like these moments,
the
man.
good vibes, the goodness.
Oh, sick.
That's like, it's like the family that we love, and the Kim family, the Kim.
Oh, the Falzarano
family. My God, they're great.
Val, Bell, and the whole family, man.
Really, yeah. Oh,
the most supportive wrestling family. You got Kim taking the beautiful pictures. You got Bell, Titan kids doing the interviews. And then Val, that's the heartbeat, man. That's like why everybody leaves the house on the weekend.
Yes,
kids like Val, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And once things are back to normal, we'll be all seeing each other again.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait. What do you got coming up? Anything coming up or no? Just
real excited about that. Star Pro tomorrow. Warriors Wrestle March 6th. Then you have.
I'll tell you what. I haven't been to Warriors in a long time, man. I remember.
I love Joey, man. I love Joey a lot.
Yeah.
He's tough, man. He's a tough dude, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. But he's taught me so much, man. And he's got a good crop of kids coming out of the Warriors training facility. Roger Mendez, Abraham Khan, Max Bain, this girl Noelle, shit, man, Dexter Obsidian. There's he's got a good crop of kids coming out there. You're gonna see a lot of places, I think, soon. But I love Joe.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been down there after a couple of shows. So I was like, this is cool. It's a different place of town. It's a different part of town. You're in a shopping plaza. You don't even know where the hell you are.
Right.
Parking lot sucks.
How well does that building hide the size of that it looks from the outside like it's a one level thing, and it's got that massive basketball court, man.
I know. It's like a surprise, right? You just don't know. It's just like buildings we just go to, and it's like,
I don't mean like the inner fat guy in me to come through again, but if next time you go to Warriors of Wrestling, there's a taco place, a taqueria, that's right next to the Associated Supermarket. This place is so good, man. They make tacos al pastor, which is
I know.
Al
pastor, yes.
Yeah, I don't even to tell you. They make them I've had them in Mexico, and you could swear that you're in Mexico when you're eating these. They're incredible stuff.
Or if you go to Colorado, man, that's the best. Oh,
I can imagine. Yeah, that's another place. That's another sleeper place, right?
Oh, tacos and they're Al Pastor is known everywhere, but in Colorado, yeah.
It's so good, man.
Plus wrestling out there. Yeah, I need to get there too. They have Primo Pro Wrestling is pretty cool in Denver area.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to them. It's like
that's one thing I always try to do. Like if I'm going to a place that's like miles away, I always try to find out what's the good food spot and kind of try to combine it with the road trip. Like if I'm going anywhere north, like the Rhode Island, I'm stopping at Ted's Burgers in Connecticut, or Frank Pepe's Pizza in New Haven. You get those spots, man. I love going back there and when people taking the ride with you and getting their take on if they like it and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Bro, this Ted's Burgers place, Casey Navarro, Vinny Pacifico, Steve Pena. I brought so many people through Ted's Burgers, and I've never had one complaint. Everybody's like, "Oh, we go to Ted's." Like Ted's in Meriden, Connecticut, bro. If you're ever going up north, and it's like dirt cheap, bro. $10 lunch.
I'll check that out. There's a place that I go every year up in Rhode Island, Westerly, Rhode Island. It's actually a lobster place that they bring the fresh lobster roll. Good fresh right on the waterfront. Oh, it's awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I love Rhode Island too, man. So you're speaking my language, man.
Yeah. That's my dad's side of the family,
I like to go to
Rhode Island.
XWA up in Warwick, man. That's like my go-to place up in Rhode Island, like that XWA promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to like a bunch of their events. I always love going up there.
Yeah, yeah. Rhode Island has good places to eat. I'll tell you, you can never go wrong.
Yeah, you got to combine it, man. Like
Mhm.
if you're traveling that far, how many places famous restaurants you pass on the way, so you may as well.
Do them. I know. Do them. Like if you're going to like this New York City, and you know the locations are really, your spots, and hey, go. Like there's some hidden gems, and like a
Sure,
like a
man.
like Jack's Burgers, or Lightning Jack's, or what Lightning Hole, Yamaha, like big burgers, dude. Like like one of those crazy burgers. It's like holy shit.
Oh, like
It's a
the Guy
pound.
Fieri hunch burger. Like you got to do the hunch to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know about you, man. Do you like those burgers that you can't like? I like something where I don't have to unhinge my jaw, that I can just eat naturally.
No, I'd just rather have a normal burger, 2 patties on it, right, and be done.
Have you had the Sonic burger? Because I know everybody's going crazy over this.
What, the new Sonics? No, I haven't had it yet.
Sonic. I mean, I'm Sonic. What am I saying? Let me change that. Wawa burger. Why did I say Sonic? I don't know.
Oh, Wawa
But
has a burger?
yes, and it's supposedly
No, dude.
1 to 7 p.m. and I've heard nothing but crazy reviews, like how good it is.
All right, I'll have to try it. I'll try
I
that
know,
tomorrow.
man. That's a tough
I'll try
time.
it.
That's a tough time period to nail, though. I don't know.
I'm a Wawa person every day for work, so.
Oh, me too.
So, all right,
What's
I'm
your
gonna have to
go-to,
check.
man? What's your like go-to breakfast item?
My breakfast, actually, I used to do like sausage and egg, but I'm just sticking to chicken tenders, man. Dude, fucking
Oh, really?
awesome. The Wawa chicken tenders, yeah,
Really?
5 piece.
And where do you get them? You get them at the counter on the touchscreen, or?
Touchscreen.
Yeah, I didn't know that. See?
Yeah, I get a little honey mustard, and it's just good.
Ooh.
It's
You know what always
couple,
scares me? On the
then I get,
soup.
but
I'm
then
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'll buy like a mozzarella, two mozzarella sticks and a hash brown, just to fill me up.
Oh yeah, I love the hash browns in there, man. Those are great.
Mm-hmm. And I get a
Like
shake, of course.
that sausage croissant, man. It puts Burger King's croissant to shame.
I know, right? I know, and now they're building Wawa behind me.
Oh, you lucky man.
Yeah, with a Panera bread too. So,
Ooh, that's a good combo.
it is.
See, we
But
don't have
Shane,
Wawa here, but we actually
yeah.
can't handle Wawa here because if the people, I don't mean to shit on my fellow New Yorkers, but like if we had to man a Wawa, it's not going to go well. So, like, I really have to trust Jersey to the Wawa.
Yeah.
I hope it never comes here. We can't
No.
handle 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens are disgusting.
Oh, they're horrible. They used to be so good, and it's just like now it's whatever. Not like it used to be. You used to go in there and get the Slurpee. It's just like now you got all these fucking sodas and this and that, and whatever.
All the food in there is completely dehydrated too.
Yeah, and dry.
It's like jerky.
It is jerky, man. Gotta get some. That's a good thing. But we got that outlet, the jerky outlet.
Ooh.
Down in
Jersey's got everything.
I know. We got everything, right? Don't even have to go to.
That's where I do all my shopping. It is, man. I just forget
I
New
know.
York, man.
Yeah,
I have my go-to places here, for certain things and that. But if you want shopping done right, you got to just go to Jersey.
You gotta go to Jersey. You gotta go to the mall. Just go to the flea market. You're all set. But they got rid of the one flea market on Route 70, though. They put that's all Jewish apartments now.
Oh, bro, the Jersey flea markets are a dying breed. I used to work, like I was saying earlier, at that US 1 flea market. And, the US 1 flea market, right? It's obviously right off US 1 where you cross the bridge. I think, I don't want to say Elizabeth. I don't know. I'm real bad with the towns. Edison, maybe? I don't know. Final answer, Edison. Yeah. But in the parking lot, there was always a grave. It was like an elevated grave with a fence around it. It was some. So I think the urban legend was a woman that every urban legend's the same about that woman that waits on the seashore for her captain husband to arrive, whatever the hell the thing is. But she's buried there to this day. Like I think it's like
Yeah.
Regal Cinema or an AMC Cinema.
Yeah.
If you go to this day, her grave is just in the middle of the parking lot on this big elevated thing. I guess they just let her
That's
stay. But
bizarre.
well,
That's
yeah, very
bizarre.
bizarre. It's like weird New Jersey. That's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Weird New Jersey. I actually there's a house that it's Weird New Jersey. It's a midget house. I found it's
Okay, I've heard about this.
yeah, it's just a small little house. I'll take a picture of it next time I'm down the street. It's funny. It's just weird,
That is weird.
So much
There's
shit.
a GoPro and I we filmed an AMS. Alex Ryman and Steve Off made like a mini movie, and we filmed it in Adventureland. I think it's called, not Adventureland. I'm getting this fucking Animal Kingdom. I think. Oh,
Right.
again, man. I'm
Someplace.
gonna say we'll
Brain
call it
farts.
Animal Kingdom.
Brain farts. That's all good.
I'll look it up in the meantime. But anyway, it was a zoo that basically ran amok when animals were getting out and all sorts of stuff like that. At some point, it was owned by Warner Brothers. Animal. Oh, I don't think it's Animal Kingdom. That doesn't sound right. No, that's Walt Disney. All right, I don't want to take up time by looking it up, but it's an abandoned, and all the enclosures are there. Such a weird place, man.
That's so cool. But now I think that's it. We're done for the day. Let's call it a night. We're done.
You got it, partner.
I'm done. We can go on and on and on and on.
Yeah, I could talk with you all night, brother.
I know we could. But what do I got planned, man? What's that match Russell got planned for the rest of his podcast?
What you got?
Well, actually, I actually just I have to reschedule with one of my guests, Brutal Bob Evans.
Oh, do the drives.
I got to do. But actually, I'm going to have on the 9th, March 9th, Billy Starks is going to be on. Indy female pro wrestler Billy Starks is going to be on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I've been looking forward to that one for a while as well. So,
bro, Bob Evans is like an oracle, bro. He's like one of the people in his business that has the most knowledge of any person, and I think everybody looks up to him in the locker room. You know,
absolutely. And then following that, I guess the next night, actually after Billy, I'm going to have Indy pro wrestler. He was featured on a 6-way back on AEW's Dark with Butcher and the Blade. Cameron Stewart is going to be on the podcast. He actually wrestled it. Huh?
I think I remember the graphic. I remember him on the graphic for the 6-way, right?
Yeah, he actually would face that kid DK. He faced the kid that died. Dude that died. I know.
Nice kid, man. I met him a couple times up at Mid Valley Wrestling, man. So,
but
definitely,
I'm interested in talking to him about his match versus our buddy Corey Dillinger. He had a match.
Oh boy, the diligent one.
Yeah, the diligent one. Yes. So we'll see what that's all about. And
every time, bro, Corey Dillinger is like the kind of guy like you can not see him for 6 months, and you feel like that love from like the last time you saw him. Like, bro, what seeing that face, bro. He makes me happy.
I got to reach out to him. Let's get him back on here. I haven't had him in a while.
Oh,
I always like to bring. I know. I always like to bring. That's it. That's my guest for the week.
Very cool, man.
And then more to come. If you could think of anybody, let them know. You know.
Certainly will, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you having me, man. It was an honor, bro. I appreciate it.
No problem. But where do we find you and all your fun little media things right here? Ooh.
Look at that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Bro, that's sorcery, bro. It's pure sorcery what you're doing.
That's so beautiful.
Wow, that's impressive, man. Very cool.
That is a click of a button. I know. StreamYard's so easy to use. It's a child's game.
Very nice. Yeah, isn't that funny? Don't all of these they're like adult video games. Like editing becomes like an adult video game. Like I find that all the time. It's like I'm applying a lot of the same things you do like on the Xbox, but it's like making a project now. It's like it feels so constructive.
Yeah, and now I'm going to teach somebody else. Somebody's interested in switching out their platform, so I'm going to part of my team. One of our team members on our on Podcast City Network. Just a whole bunch of podcasts. One of the guys is looking for a new platform, so I'm going to try to talk.
And you have the patience to do that, like to teach people like that, or?
I learned it by myself, like 20 minutes.
Me too. Yeah.
But I have my go-to guys here too. They can, but
Then when you said you taught yourself, did you like find like all right, you want to do such and such, and then you go search out a tutorial to do such? Like, is that like how
yeah,
you
that's how I found this. Like the StreamYard site, I would just Google stuff and find out OBS was so hard. That all that OBS hardness, it was a headache. So I was like, this site, you just 3 steps, click away, set it up. You could have. I wonder if I could show you on this. I could do this. Check
That's
this
so
out.
cool. Though. I like that, man.
Let's see if I can do this. Yes, I can. Watch this. Let's see if I can do it. Fans, this is a sneak peek of what's going on behind the computers. Can we do it? Can we do it?
Oh, cool.
Look.
I'm
this
intrigued.
is like it is. You just can do your comments are hidden, like, or you could, and then you could click on show your media, or a scroll bar. Like it's just, so, dude. I'll tell you what. If you want to get
impressive,
isn't it? But now I got to get it out of this because I'm going blind. Is that cool or what? Like,
that is damn cool.
It links right up to Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and you could. I got to get back into downloading my audio. Oh, I'm so horrible with that again. I got to get that back up, numbers up again. Get the numbers going.
I'm so awful at this that recently I just wanted to have a basic live with Chad and I where we discuss Boardwalk Buds, and I couldn't get him on, and it started, and I just had to talk about it by myself. It was like mortifying. I felt like such an idiot, man. I'm getting to that point where it's like old dog, new tricks. Like that's starting to kick in. Where it's like it's just not retaining.
Study up on this, dude. $200. I paid $200.
Really,
dude, it's worth it.
It sure is, man. And what's the name of the product?
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard.com.
Oh, there it is. StreamYard.com. Duh.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Cool, huh?
That's how sweet,
it's better than Zoom, dude, because it just connect. How easy was it to connect? Like you just clicked on it,
right? 2 seconds, 2 clicks. Sure, man.
I'd tell people, just open up your mic and you're ready to go. Has all the audio, has green. I mess with green screen and all that other crap in here.
Oh, very cool.
It has its own little brand, like they just have everything. Even like their own counter clock to, like this, like.
Oh.
Like yeah, they added their own, but I won't play that. That'll ruin my settings.
That's great. You can just access it like effortlessly, like seamlessly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you want to look at some software, there you go. Highly recommend.
I think I'm gonna have to, man.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna have to. At least it's very user friendly too, eh?
It is so much better than doing a Zoom meeting, and because you could just, or whatever. But Shane, this was awesome. Let's call it a night. I'm done.
You bet, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate this.
I'll talk to you again. I'll talk to you again.
You know it.
All right.
Any night,
everyone. Yep. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Right. Now I got to close all these tags. All right. Have a good night.
Good night,
I think that's still on here. Oh, stop screen share. Oh, jeez, my screen was going. The screen share was going to show us. Well, fans, you got to see all behind the scenes.
That's right.
All right. Thank you for coming on, and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, fans, you heard it here from Shane himself. He's ready for a good season of wrestling, as well as we are. He's ready for some Magic Pro Wrestling as well. They're doing some good stuff as well. Titan Championship Wrestling, Goddesses of War, and many more. Warriors of Wrestling, keeping track with them because they're doing good stuff. Warriors of Wrestling. I totally highly recommend going and checking out a Warriors of Wrestling in Staten Island, New Jersey. It's a fun show. You're going to see your independent wrestlers. You're going to see your local talent. It's just a great night out. And I want to say thank you for Shane for coming on tonight, and have a good night, everybody. Like I said, stay tuned. March 9th at 8 p.m. with female indie pro wrestler Billy Starks will be on the podcast. And also stay tuned March 10th at 8 p.m. with my guest, Indy pro wrestler Cameron Stewart. We're going to be talking to him and much, much more. And have a good night, everybody. Talk wrestling like always. Good night, everybody.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: DeathmatchRussell.com, follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, Facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at PodcastCity.net, Facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share, and on Twitter at PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes. Hey, wrestling fans, check out BootandHeel.com for all your independent wrestlers, apparel, and more. Also, check out Deathmatch Russell podcast as well. www.bootandheel.com.